Yo, welcome to another episode of the Thru podcast. I'm your host, Miggy, right here with some of my friends, my brothers, right here with the Ronsta,
Yes,
DJ
sir.
Definitely Eating, Chewbox, aka Chewy, June on the keys. You know how we do it. Another lovely Tuesday. Just want to start by saying shout out to our sponsors, Monterey Bay Creations. You dream it, they create it. For all your merchandise, hoodies, shirts, hats, whatever it may be, they got you. Also shout out to definitellyeating.com. Make sure you pick up some of that merchandise. They got accessories, all kinds of cool stuff.
And you're working on some new shit, right?
Yeah.
New stuff coming
Do you
soon.
want to coming soon, all right?
Coming soon.
Stay tuned.
Coming soon.
So stay tuned for, you know what I mean, the cooking. And shout out to the Fish House located in Watsonville. If you're ever out there, make sure you stop by and get yourself some food, some bomb ass shit. And yeah, guys,
ConglomerateByTheSea.com.
ConglomerateByTheSea.com. All the latest episodes.
Yeah, and get yourself some merch while you're there.
Yeah.
Cop something for your girl too.
Yeah, speaking of the latest episodes, man, we had a very surprising episode that took us by storm. I want to say it took us definitely by storm. Hours notice, but you know what I mean, it was a really good opportunity, you know, and that's what you know, you really guys prove and show what you're made of, you know.
Bro, it was dope. I was here for the vibe. Like it was good.
Yeah. So the episode is out now already. If you haven't checked it yet, it's a Seaside Stretch. For those who don't know, he's just a legend in his hometown who really created a platform for hip hop, especially for West Coast Bay Area hip hop. Gave them a platform to really succeed, you know. So yeah, we had him over here. Hours notice, man. It was dope. We took advantage of the opportunity, and you know what I mean, it was a real pleasure to speak with him, finally meet him, and you know, pick his brain a little bit, and you know, and just have a cool grown man conversation, you know, just getting down to the details, you know, getting down to the shit that we needed to speak about. I felt like we pretty much, I mean, there could have been a lot more to ask, but you know, obviously
Definitely could have went longer, but also, I mean, it could have went as long as we really wanted to.
Yeah,
if we wanted to.
It could have, yeah. But I feel like it was a really good amount, a good chunk. You know what I mean? We did a little bit of overtime for that one, of course, you know. But how'd you feel about it, Ronnie?
It was great. Like, I mean, like you said, bro, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, when the text came through, like, I was in the process of ordering like my third drink. I was ready to just get I was ready to blast the fuck off, you know what I mean? And it was like, all right, well,
slammed your drink. You got me, right? She was like, you say you're taking me out. You just did it.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, man, this is gonna be the last one for the moment. And, figure out. I mean, once everybody agreed, you know what I mean, I said, fuck it, let's go ahead and do it. You know what I mean?
It was a move.
If the opportunity arises, I mean, why not go ahead and do it? Because it might not happen. So.
Yeah, we never know what was gonna happen.
I think that's what it was, because like you said, it was like such short notice, but it's one of those like
being
moments,
so unprepared too. You know what I mean?
But it's like one of those moments that you have to like take. You know, it's like, you know, there's moments that like, you know, you always like, if you grind, you're gonna get them. But then there's other ones that like, you know, like when they come, you kind of grab at them and shit. You know, and that was definitely one of those.
So I appreciate all you guys, man, that pulled up and actually, you know, made the episode happen. You know, unfortunately, I wasn't even in town. I was at work too, and when I read all the messages, I was like, "Fuck!"
I know,
you know,
man. I can't imagine.
It was. I mean, a very long group chat messages, and they started from like, "Oh, should we get him? Should we not?" And then at the end, it went to like, apparently, you know, you guys started recording it, but. Yeah, man, you know, and then to the people that are gonna view this episode and haven't watched it, what can you guys tell them that they could learn possibly from this episode of Stretch? You know,
I'm gonna tell you from just my experience, it was nothing but straight lessons the entire time, bro. I learned a lot, bro. Like from music to just little details on how fucking shit was back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say Seaside history, man. A lot of Seaside history.
Yeah, it was more of a history lesson, to be honest. And
honestly, that shit made me interested in learning more about my city, like where the fuck when it was founded from, cancels, all that shit. Like that shit got me interested. Like, man, I want to know the history of more history in my city now. Like,
yeah,
shit got me interested in.
No,
that
yeah,
shit.
definitely got into the. You kind of forget, like, obviously we're here now, but you kind of forget like how much the military and how much like all that shit was really influenced back in the day, and he really brought that to fruition too. I was just like, oh damn, like
And it kind of makes you think about like because when he was talking about old Seaside, I'm just envisioning old Seaside, and I'm over here thinking like, damn, like the youngsters out here, the way they view Seaside, Salinas, all these other cities, like y'all have no clue what the fuck happened in your city back in the day.
yeah.
So like if y'all only knew your city's history, I feel like people would have like more of a respect. Not saying that they don't, but just more respect of each other's city. You know, kind of like you know the people out here like to throw little jabs and whatnot. But I feel like if you're to really know history all around, like nah, man, this city really did a lot. You know, so and the way he was explaining, I was like, damn, like Seaside was, you know what I mean? Seaside was Seaside.
Yeah.
Seaside is definitely yummy.
That's good. Because even from people that I've met that know him, they're like, nah, man, he represents Seaside a lot, you know. And I guess everywhere he goes, every artist, you know, again, I wish I was here to, you know what I mean, actually had to speak to him. But just from people who actually met him, they're like, nah, man, he makes sure when he meets new people, when he meets big, you know, celebrities, he still stays himself. Like he's still like my Seaside Stretch, you know what I'm saying? And the name is out there, you know what I mean? So, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Because even to this day, me meeting new people out in the Bay Area, I'm like, oh, I'm from Seaside, and people are still confused. Like,
right.
And of course, when she hit them with the, oh, you know where Monterey is at? Oh yeah, I've been to the aquarium before.
I fucking live in the aquarium.
You know,
bro.
that still is a big part of my life right now. That I still get hit with that. You know what I mean?
It's always gonna be that.
Bro,
It's
that's
always
the-
there, man. Like, you know,
It's that symbol, bro. I knew about the aquarium before I even like moved out here. Like it's just that one thing that like everybody knows. It's like, oh, Monterey, they got like one of the badass aquariums, and that's it, you know.
Shit, yeah.
We'll
shit,
take
man. Looks like it was a legendary episode.
Yeah, it
so
was,
for those of you
it
who
was.
still haven't watched it, I still got to peep it. Apparently, it dropped today.
It
so
just literally
I
dropped hours
will,
ago.
You know,
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It just dropped today on this Tuesday.
Yeah, it dropped to 5 p.m. Right?
Yeah, a lot of knowledge, man. So for all the local artists out there making music, this is definitely an episode you definitely want to check out because this is the guy who made it out and now it's providing. So that's definitely an episode you want to check out, peep some game from. I'm definitely have to run this episode back.
Bro, and I feel like this is like the perfect time for everybody to get this information too, because right now, like Seaside, everybody's dropping projects. Like, everybody's putting in work. Everybody's trying to like do some or something else, you know. So it's like the time to absorb this and like really, put it into practice. What we're learning, you know.
Yeah, regardless if you don't even make music, whatever you do.
Yeah, just do anything.
Whatever you
really,
do, it's go time, man. It's go time. Only you are gonna go. Like no one's gonna make you go. You gotta make yourself go. Like you know what I mean. Like I said, man, it's drop season. It doesn't have to be an artist dropping music, but it could be maybe a painter. Hey, man, finish that fucking painting. Put that shit out there, whatever it is. Hey, bro, you writing a book? Hey, man, publish that fucking book. You know what I mean? Publish that shit. Don't brag about it. Oh, it's coming soon. Little hints and little teasers. Like, nah, enough of that shit. If it's not out, bro, don't matter. Drop it. Drop that book. Like if it's gonna be an album or something. Like, drop that shit. Like
you
know what
worried
I mean?
about starting that business? Start it. You don't want to hit the gym, like you need to be hitting the gym, just go hit it. You know, you got to put in the work right now.
Lift it. Yeah. So it's definitely that time to put in work,
that's
man.
right, man. You gotta find ways to stay busy, find ways to do it. Like you're just saying, you don't want to hit the gym, you know.
Yeah.
Find home exercises, you know. Go buy yourself a little pair of dumbbells at Target or Walmart, and you know what I mean. Start busting down at the house. I'm serious. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
for
what
real,
a lot of people
Yeah,
had
it
to do
works though,
during.
yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of you know.
I mean, you got to
videos
think
and
about it. Like even
programs
like
you could pay for it too.
even
know?
like the famous like actors and shit that always need to be in shape. Like they're not always going to be with like trainers and shit. So they also have like their own home setup that like works. You know, for them to do like the shit they do like daily and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just about having like the dedication and shit. You know, just putting in the time and the effort.
You're looking a little slimmer, Chew, man. You've been exercising more, huh?
You shave.
I've been trying.
I
fool.
can
I've
tell
been
you've been eating the turkey sandwiches
I've
too.
been eating the turkey sandwiches and in the gym, fool.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
But yeah, I've
It's
been
like
doing-
one slice of turkey meat between two whole wheat bread.
yeah, I've been hitting kickboxing, bro, and then the 100 push-ups a day that June got me on. But yeah, bro, it's fun.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
it's a good workout. You know, you lose like 3 pounds every time you work out.
Every time you work out.
Yeah, but then you gain it back because it's like water weight. You know, you lose it, but then you gain back like another like 2 pounds when you eat or whatever. But
Do you weigh? Do you weigh
drink
yourself?
water, bro?
I was gonna say,
Water,
do
you're
you
gonna die.
do you weigh yourself every
Yeah.
day or?
yeah, I have slowly like lost, but like it hasn't been like I lose like a lot, but then like it comes back. But like gradually over time, I've lost like
Yeah.
4 or 5 pounds right now.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because I'm at like 178 right now, and I was at like 184 a minute ago too.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Oh yeah.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Well, it was speaking of life, you know, trying to go get it. Do you guys think you can live your life on a budget?
Who wants to start this one off?
I feel like
It depends. Like I
How,
was, I
how
was
are you
gonna
not living your life on a budget already?
right. 'Cause I mean, we're surviving, but we're surviving. But are we living?
And that's what I wanted to get at is when you're on
Oh,
a budget.
okay.
I had
okay.
this discussion
asked
with
this?
someone, so I wrote it down because I actually had this discussion with someone, and it was like, can you live the life you want on a budget?
Oh,
And at
okay.
first it started as like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm living here, I'm paying my gas, I have enough to do this, I have enough to that, and like,
Nah.
but is that the life you want? Like with the money you're making, you know what I mean? Like the question, like, can you live the life you want on a budget? Like, can you really do exactly what you want with the amount that you have? And I'm not sure what everyone, you know, there's people that are going to agree on yes, and they're going to have their reasons. There's people that are going to say no, they're going to have their reasons. So I kind of want to see where your guys
I'll tell you why. My answer is it depends.
That's not an answer. That's
in
not
my
an
defense,
answer.
I'm
It's
Because
lit.
in my defense, no.
I'm fucking
my
lit.
defense, I'm really high right now, but also I just ate a
That's not
turkey
even
sandwich.
that, and that's not even that because it is because if you think about it, it only matters depending on what people want out of life. Because if you want something like that's hella humble, then yeah, you know, living on a budget, you're gonna live a great life, you know. But if you want like fancy ass cars, like you know, you want like to travel, you know, that's the life you want. You're not gonna do that on a budget. I mean, you might do like kind of like a fake version of that, but you're not gonna actually be living like what you actually want to live, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. And I kind of want to travel. So I'll
I mean,
probably-
my answer, it's kind of leaning more towards no, and it's not because I'm like bougie or anything like that, but like we're just saying, like, depending how you are, like, are you
Yeah.
someone that wants to be spending this amount a month, like, you know, and I don't think I'll be doing a lot of spending as far as like clothes wise or shoes wise or anything, but there is things that I do want to do, and it's exactly when
But
it comes to
even then,
traveling
bro, 'cause-
somewhere or like, you know, paying for example, like, I'm not sure if you guys ever went to like a chiropractor before,
Yeah.
but like, oh my god, bro, that shit fixes you
Yeah,
so
hell
good.
yeah. Like, to just have the money,
to
not
be-
even worry
to-
about
yeah,
it,
to
yeah.
be able to, you know, to do it on the weekly, and
Yeah.
then like, you know, to like be driving around, like, you know what, yeah, let's go
Imagine.
to LA today, or you know what,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go over here, and just to go see how the, you know, how the vibe is like.
And you're
I
exactly
can't, you know what I
right,
mean?
bro.
I won't be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Right,
I got,
and it's exactly right because
got a lot of
everybody,
bills on my plate, man. So
like a lot of people, they just be thinking it's
Oh.
like it's just like, oh, you know, like if you want to be like rich or shit like that, or you know, if you want fancy cars, but it's not even about that, you know, because even if you want to live like a humble life, but you want to do shit, you're gonna need money, you know, like you want to travel, like that's not you trying to be like, oh, you know, like bougie and shit, but you can't go to like Japan and then like Spain the next week if you don't got money, you know.
that's why a lot of people is like, hell no, I want a fucking, you know, $8 million home. I want, you know, whatever the fuck it is, and so.
What about you, Ronnie?
Sorry, my bad. I
No,
didn't.
no, I was listening. Why'd you look at me? Why'd you look at me?
No,
Well, because it kind of felt like you were next.
Miggy was
Oh.
like,
No, I'm lit.
oh,
No, in his defense.
Don't
in
look
his
at me.
defense, he was lit.
Don't look at me.
No, but yeah, go ahead and finish. Like, I
I
mean,
forgot what I was saying.
Damn,
But anyways, yeah, like what I said though, you know.
Can you live?
damn, fool,
Well,
in your
I wanna
defense, you're
travel.
high or what?
In my defense, I said what I said, and I can't take it back.
Well, I want to travel and get a lot of tattoos. So there's that.
Bro, and tattoos are expensive too. Like if you're getting like good quality stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends what you go to.
Yeah.
The kind of
how
art.
much you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Your
you want.
vision.
Your vision for it. Then bringing to life.
Like if you want to get hella blasted, but just like by badass artists, you're gonna have to spend
Like
a
what
good.
I want
Yeah.
permanently want on my body for the rest of my life, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, just that.
No, but it is true though, because without that money, like you can't really like do the things you actually want to do.
Well, my
E-
answer,
even
my answer is
something-
no, bro. My
Even
answer is
something
no
that's
to
like
that.
cheap, you know, like playing video games. If like all you wanted out of life was to like sit on your ass and play video games, you still need to pay rent, which means you still need money coming in to at least afford your rent and the video games, you know. And that's not like something that people on a budget generally have because that's just fucking expensive, especially places here like Monterey and shit, you know. I guess it depends too. I mean, if you're like in Texas and shit, you might be able to get away with it. But
I seen a post was like buying
Arizona-
a house at Texas. Is like $20.
Arizona's another place right now. A lot of people are moving to Arizona.
oh yeah, I got a
Fuck that.
I got a homie
Yeah,
that
no,
moved
I'm
out
serious.
there, and then another
To
homie that moved out
Alaska?
to Texas.
Fuck that.
Bro, people always tell me too, because I got a homie that's always like, "Oh, fool, if you want to buy a house, like if you ever want to be a homeowner, he's like, you're gonna have to leave out of California. Like you're not gonna be
Yeah.
able to afford it. Like by the time that like homes and like all this shit.
Yeah.
But I always tell him, I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck if I rent the rest of my life. I'm too Cali to live here, bro. Like it's weird for me. I can go to like other states to kick it and shit.
Yeah.
But I just can't be out there like for too long.
Us Californians are just too California, bro.
Yeah.
We go somewhere else and we complain how it's not like California.
Yeah.
Nah, man, fuck that. Y'all ever been to Nashville?
Tennessee.
Yeah.
You been to Nashville, Ronnie?
Nah, I'm joking.
No, me neither. I was gonna
Have
say
you
me
been
neither.
outside of California besides out the
Besides
country?
Vegas?
He's like, I've been to
Okay.
Bakersfield.
And at least
I've been to Bakersfield.
That's still California, dude.
Hey, but nobody
No, I
considers
haven't been
that
outside of
California.
California.
Shout out to
I've only been to like Nevada.
I mean,
that's
but
it.
the cool thing about California too is like you get to choose kind of like if you like living where it's hella hot, you have your areas in California.
Yeah,
you
you got
kinda
like
move to.
Bakersfield, LA,
And then you have
yeah.
the Central Coast, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
where if you just
You
want
got
some
good moderate weather.
yeah, where it'll hit like 64 and people are like it's fucking hot when it
Nah.
really is
And
not.
And then it'd be 62
Bullshit.
and then be like, it's fucking cold.
Dude, this past week in the Bay has been 108, 109, and I'm
Bro,
not.
how you putting up
and
with
I'm
that?
not even talking about like when you go in the car and it tells you how hot the car. No, I'm talking about like outside
Outside.
atmosphere, and then Tahoe's burning the fuck up right now. So it's just
Bro, how you even putting
so
up with
much
the weather
heat.
out there? And I say this as somebody that like grew up in LA and I was used to the hot weather, bro. But as
Yeah.
soon as I moved out here, like anytime I'm in like weather hotter than like 70 degrees,
Yeah.
bro, I'm already sweating.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. You don't wear jackets out there. You wear. I mean I wear a lot of black in general, like a
Yeah.
shit ton of black in general, like
Just like t-shirts
Why,
and shit.
bro?
yeah, t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
He's that regular t-shirt,
There's that.
black t-shirt guy.
There's that time, like in
He's
the
the
house.
parks.
There's the timer in the house where, like,
The
if it gets too hot, the AC turns on in the house because you will not breathe in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If-
shit, for
Like
real,
it
yeah.
gets that fucking hot, and then it's like literally like an oven, like not even over exaggerating. You open the door. You know that feeling when you open the oven and it kind of the heat hits you.
Yeah.
It's literally like that. You open the front door. And just that heat just slaps you in the face, and like you're walking towards the car, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's fucking hot!"
Hey, bro, and
Like-
that's the kind of cool shit. Now that you mentioned that, like about the gyms here,
Mm-hmm.
is that it's never like crazy hot outside, so it doesn't get like hella musty and shit
Yeah,
like it does
yeah.
like at other places.
Yeah. So when I arrived out here, it was funny because I'm hitting the exit and I'm like, oh, I already know I'm hitting Marina because that fog just hit,
Oh, yeah, the
and
shit
then
is
it
rolling.
instantly like you just see the fucking weather changing on the car. Like it went from like 74, then it'll go to 68, then it hit 64. I think it hit like 61 at one point. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm already home. Like you know.
I'm coming home. Tell the world.
Like, I forgot when was the last time like fucking my ass cheek touched like some cold ass
Yeah.
leather. You know what I mean?
You know it's
Cold
hot when you gotta
ass
look. You know how you know it's hot. This is what I did the other day when I got off from work. I had to turn on the car, blast the AC on,
Stand
close my
outside.
door. Yeah, close my door, burning the hot outside, burning the heat. Just because when I sat down, like
shit extra
oh
hot.
my gosh,
Yeah.
and you people will be like, oh, you gotta park in the shade or whatever. Like I did park in the
It-
shade, but the
don't
sun
work.
moves.
Still
you know what I'm
not,
saying?
yeah, it moves. I mean, it helps a good amount, but it's still hot though.
Gosh, and then you gotta be wearing the mask too, bro. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
you
shit's
wear your mask
fucked.
while you're driving?
no.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
at
I was about to
work.
say, don't be one of those.
No, of course not.
Fucking
hell
people
no,
that
of
wear
course
the
not.
mask while they're
Yeah.
driving.
I haven't rolled, dude. I have not rolled my window. I don't roll my window down at all out there because it's so hot that I think everyone uses their AC in their car.
Yeah,
to
everybody
honest
just
with
be
you.
on there. Bro,
Right now-
imagine the people with the old buckets that don't have working ACs.
Ah, man, you gotta
Fuck that
man,
shit.
man.
Fuck, been there.
Fuck that. I mean, my AC ain't working, but at least it's not that
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
out
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
I
Hot
could,
out
I
here
could
like
just
that.
crack the windows.
Yeah, you could just crack it and be cool.
Yeah.
Actually, here, if you crack the window, it gets too cold, like right away. Like, you
But
know.
here's the thing. We were just talking about that. Yo, like, I wake up in the morning, it'd be foggy as shit, right? But once I get to work, it's sunny as fuck already. And I already know it's going to be like 90 degrees. So,
Yeah.
like, I work inland. So,
Oh yeah, because you'd be working in Carmel, huh?
so like, it's just be hot as fuck. Like, over here, like, see people be posting, like, their fucking, like, stories and, like, oh, it's foggy. Like, look at this shit.
Yeah,
It was 90 degrees up there, yo. It's hot as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it gets fucking crazy hot out
It's
there.
just hot
That's why I'm
everywhere,
never
I think,
out there, bro. I can't
Yeah.
survive in that weather.
Yeah, right now I'm enjoying this. I'm like, oh, the breeze is cool. But even early when we stepped outside, I'm like, damn, I haven't felt this chilly, like, like in a while.
oh, you're becoming
You know
one
what
of
I'm saying?
those.
Bro,
Yeah, I
since
am,
I'm
dude.
so
Imagine
used to-
your body being around 100 temperature for like hella long, bruh, and then like you come back to here, you're like, it feels good though. Like I mean it like in a positive way. Like
I
dude,
know.
like fuck
Bro,
yeah.
and
like-
it's funny because I'm so used to like the fucking. Dude, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. I completely lost that. Lost that right there.
Come on, let's go.
Yo,
All right,
yo,
let's go.
to answer the question, I think everyone said no. We cannot live the life we want. On a
Absolutely
budget.
not.
You know
No,
what I
give me
mean?
money.
Well, here's the
Yes,
thing, like,
yes, under certain circumstances. Yes, if you want to live a humble life.
but here's the thing, like,
Nah,
you were
give
talking
me
about
money.
like humble life. Like, obviously, once you get comfortable, like, yo, this is what I want, right? and I'm making enough to make and do what I want, but eventually you kind of plateau. Like you're gonna want more than that. You know,
No, but I
eventually
mean-
you're gonna want more than that, bro.
yeah. I mean, we live in a society where nobody's gonna actually be that humble. But I'm saying if somebody was truly like, "Oh, I just want like a hut with like like running water and like this and this and that, and like that's all I want," then they'd be living life, hella good. But that,
Yeah, that's true.
but like that's not gonna happen for like anybody, because like a majority of people are gonna be like, "Nah, I want something, a
Nice.
little more comfortable, a little more nice." I
Like
want-
for example, I haven't slept in hell long, so like to know that I could just keep doing that, and let's say I'm like, you know what, today I want to go to the gym, and not worry about what time I leave because I got to get to work in time. Like I can't do that. So like so no, I can't live the life I want on a budget.
Bro, like you were saying, I think the
Like-
biggest thing for me is I'll know like I feel like I'll accomplish or like I've made it when like I don't have to trip about like small things like you said, like
yeah,
I can go to the chiropractor every week and it's like nothing. Or I can,
Yeah.
I can go get fancy ass like dinners every week if I wanted to, and it's still like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm not even
know.
tripping about the bill and shit.
that's
you know?
what I mean. Like when you don't have to worry about those little
Yeah.
things, it's like because I'm sure many of us know how much we at least have to make in a month. I mean, not speaking for everyone,
keep
but
track.
I think a majority
track
of
of
us
your
we
money,
know like, all
know.
right, I at least need this amount a month because I got to pay this for this. I got to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just the other day, I was keeping notes of how much I'm spending in a month, and I was like, damn, and that wasn't even just me being like just personal things like food. That's just like bills in general, and it's like fuck,
Yeah.
So I think everyone does live a different lifestyle. So yeah, I guess it depends, But cool. Moving on. What's the next
Oh,
section?
that-
Man, y'all,
that
y'all,
heat that dropped recently.
Y'all had me talking about it for a couple episodes straight. It's out now, so now I need to hear from y'all. I need
You
I mean,
dissed me. No, I was kidding.
What if he did? He like
All right.
had hella disses in there,
I need y'all. Now it's y'all turn to talk to me.
All right.
What's up,
bro.
So, okay, go ahead, Chew. We'll start from Chewy and then.
That album was fucking hard, bro. Straight up, 10 out of 10. That's my review. Bro, I was telling him that I literally, like, as soon as that shit dropped, I was listening to the tracks, and I didn't skip any songs, and I was like, man, I gotta keep playing this, like, to, like, give, like, the homie plays and shit. But it was so good that I wasn't even, like, feeling like, oh, I was doing it, like, as a favor, It was just like, this is shit I'm fucking with, Yeah, this is something I actually want to listen to. I was listening to it for, like, 3 days straight, like, nothing else. I was vibing with
Appreciate
it,
that.
Yeah, same here. Just like you said, like you weren't just listening to like, because it's me. Like I was like, all right, I need some new music, as I'm heading to work and shit. And if I, usually I just listen to,
Yeah.
our podcast, other podcasts and shit. But what's it called? I was listening to it and I just like how the tracks just kind of blended in. Like it felt like album wise,
Yeah, it was a legit album, and then the
Yeah.
best part about it is that it's not like a specific style, like like a specific like song. Like everything, it's like a little bit of everything. You got like your sad songs in there, like your struggle songs.
Yeah,
and
I
you
liked
got-
Outnumbered a lot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That one, that beat was hard and like the lyrics.
Yeah, it's a little bit
you
for
know what I
everybody.
mean?
You
Yeah.
got like your
So it was
hardcore
that
shit.
same-
Yeah,
You-
I think it
you-
was smart
Martinez.
move how you
Yeah.
added no caller ID and Hank on the intro, and then you put him back on at the
On the
outro.
outro, yeah, that
it's
shit
like
was
you
dope,
start
yeah.
him and you finish them off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I thought that was a really smart move. I feel like you had really good features like with certain songs like Young Savvy. I feel like Savvy did
beat.
perfect on that song and in that beat. Steez did his thing. TM like I felt like they all were they were like right placements on a song.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's just that was really like the ear part, like who would sound dope on this.
Yeah.
Like a dope raspy beat,
Yeah.
a dope raspy voice would sound dope. So let me
Yeah.
get TM, but then again another smoother, slicker, a slick talker would sound dope on this, and ain't nobody as slick as Steez, So Steez
Yeah.
had to get
I
Steez
think
on
I
there.
think I
Yeah.
needed to hear Bendito on that album though. I was waiting for
Yeah.
Bendito the whole time, man. I was like, all right, he's gonna be right here though. And then no, and then I'm like, all right, he's gonna be on this track though.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I just didn't own a song where he was on it. Like all the tracks that he's on is not really mine to put out. So
Hopefully on the next one.
hopefully we could find something in there.
Yeah.
And hopefully, what I mean, I'll probably reach out and be like, yo, can I post this or can I have this one? So, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That project was fire, bro. Congrats, and then
Thank you.
congrats
It
on
was
that.
fire, bro. I mean, like we had a little listening party here on Friday.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shit was lit.
I mean, bottles was popping,
Everybody was lit. Everybody's
little
drinking.
things stopping.
speakers was knocking.
Hey,
The shorties came
Hose
through, bro.
was
It was a good
dropping,
time.
I wasn't keeping. All right. I'm gonna say this, bro. This had like a lot of features, and also like as of recently, I've heard you kind of been certain like a more of a Griselda bag, but this album wasn't that. And so I was like, all right, maybe he's just showing out. Like I feel like he's just trying to show out like his other.
Yeah, cause I mean before before I turn over a new leaf, want to let you know like I could do this. I could do this too.
Yeah.
So when you hear me now, don't get it confused and thinking, oh, he can only do that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm showing you like
Is that
I have
variety?
no
Yeah.
only grimy beats on this one. While I would say would be Outnumbered and Killionaire.
Yeah.
And then on Exordium 2, I didn't have no grimy beat. I probably only had one, and that was kind of grimy.
Yeah.
So just know
But
that.
me being just based
Yeah.
off like the shit that you've been like
Yeah.
behind the scenes type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I listened to this kind of expecting that type of shit, and it wasn't that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So like yo, you said played it all the way through, and it was like a really good smooth listen. You play it back again all the way through and a smooth listen. You know what I mean? Everything's great, bro. So
Thank you.
Do you feel like
Kept
there's
it real
some tracks? Oh, sorry, it's my bad.
no, but like he kept it real compact. It was nice, bro. It was a nice
Thank
project,
you.
bro. It was
Thank
great,
you.
bro.
Thank you.
No, yeah, I agree with Ronnie. The way it flowed was perfect. Like from track to track, it just worked. Like it had like that perfect structure to it. To like, oh, I want to keep playing this. Like it's just on repeat. Because it just works that way.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, do you feel like there were some tracks that you could have added more to it, or do you feel like when you were putting the track list together, you're like, you know what, I think this is the right amount. You know what, I'm gonna take this one out, or did you like?
Yeah, there was some.
original tracks that you think was gonna be.
I wanted to say it was like probably like 13, 14. But oh yeah, you got talking to your mic. So you want to answer that question again?
Oh, I said, how many original tracks was supposed to be on this? Like originally, your idea. You know what I mean?
There was definitely like at least 12 to 14. I want to say a couple that just didn't work out. The sound just it didn't pass my approval. So, you know what I mean? It went to the vault. I mean, but that happens every time when putting out music. There's always gonna be a couple that just I gotta vote this. So I feel like I just go with my instincts, my gut, and then I feel good about putting this out. Like all these songs right here in this order, I feel good about putting those out. I'm like, all right, now go out there and be critiqued. Go be listened to, go be judged, go be liked, go be disliked, live, fly. Yeah, so that's how I look at it. And yeah, man, this is just, listen, man, like I keep saying, this is just, you know what I mean?
It's just a little
Testing,
something.
man. This was, you know what I mean? This was the first batch.
Just the appetizer.
I'm happy it was on iTunes because
Yeah.
I was trying to, I was trying to get that S dot, when he dropped his shit, and it wasn't on iTunes. I think it was on was it Spotify? I think.
I think it should be on iTunes if it's on Spotify.
It's on
I mean,
everything.
it just depends.
I couldn't find it on iTunes.
Because there are some people that couldn't find my shit because they just typed my name. But I feel like maybe you got to type in Seaside Market and I think like
Yeah, if you
afterwards
type in
they would-
Seaside Market, it popped up. But like
Really?
when I was typing your name, like the older shit would pop up.
Exordium.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
and
I
then,
typed in his name, the picture of the album popped up, and I
Oh,
was
nice,
like,
yeah.
Exordium popped up first, but then the right underneath.
Oh, no,
was
but
the
it's
Seaside
out everywhere,
Market.
bro. Because I use YouTube Music. It was on there.
Yeah, the various
Yeah,
artists.
Spotify. It was on because you have it also on what's the other one? The Tidal.
Tidal.
Yeah, it's on Tidal. It was also on Apple Music, so it's on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. Hey,
So
yeah, I'm right
that
next to
means
Biggie.
that means nobody. That means
Migos.
nobody has
right
an
next to Biggie.
And next to Migos.
Next to Migos.
That means nobody has an excuse not to cop though, because it's everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's
Make
all
sure you
everywhere.
download that.
Yeah,
get
true,
you
true.
on that.
Yeah,
Hey,
stream that
but
shit.
let me ask you all this: what's your favorite track? Like everybody, what's your favorite
Curry
one
Wings.
track? That track is hard.
Curry Wings.
Yeah.
Curry Wings and Outnumbered.
That Curry Wings track is hard, bro. And the
And I
beat.
went back to just like, yo, is there gonna be some? Nah, it's Curry Wings for me, bro.
Can
Like,
we
the
can
whole
we
shit's
see a
hard.
music video? Can we see a music video for this ever?
Listen, man. Music videos are really tough. Just
Right.
in general.
Right.
Well, because you have to
trying
get
to
everybody, like not just you
savvy.
and everybody.
You know
like, on
what?
the
I think
track.
it'd be tight if like. I mean, I don't know if if I'm gonna put out to the universe like that,
I mean,
but it'd be tight if it'd be one of those music videos where like it goes to like you rapping in your
Oh, yeah.
location,
Oh,
and
like,
it,
oh,
and
and
it,
they record their own-
it
yeah, yeah,
transitions
yeah.
to Castroville, and it's Young Savvy telling his story. Then it goes back to who was also Joe P was on.
Joe P, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I think it'd be something. It'd be
That's
a
a dope-
movie.
that's a
It'd
dope
be
idea.
something nice.
Hey, that would be dope. Yeah, for sure.
But I'd rather make sure to have music out rather than just music videos out. Because don't get me wrong, music videos are nice and dope, but I feel like the albums is what cement your legacy.
Well, the albums is what people are gonna want to like have to like keep listening to when they're driving and shit or when they're doing stuff. You know.
And it cements your legacy because then like years on later,
Lil, I was dropping
they
projects,
could
yeah.
make a big ass picture just like how they do it for every rapper. For Too Short, Mac Dre, boom, 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 and then you look, you know what I mean? That gives you like a perspective like, damn, this guy dropped bodies of work.
Like he was, yeah,
I'd
he was
rather,
working.
I'd rather
He was
be, I'd rather
working.
be
Yeah.
known for like a bodies of work than like
You think people still look at it like that?
I
for
mean, I look
surely.
at it. I look
Yeah.
at it like that.
I do too. But me is like I'm not someone who listens to music on YouTube a lot. There's people who just go strictly on just music videos. You know what I mean? I
It's
just
just
go
fine.
strictly on albums. I just go like by the music. But there's people just like, no, I don't even do that. Like, why are you doing that? Go on YouTube and play the
Just
music video. And there's people just go straight through music videos. You know what I mean?
That's
And-
cool and all, but sometimes they
but
be having skits
that's-
and shit, and you be like, "What the fuck is this part?" And then you got
But
YouTube ads.
It makes
and
a
it's just
story.
like
It makes the YouTube. I mean, yeah, that's true. The YouTube ads.
you got ads. You know what I mean? You're getting in your bag, and then next thing you know, fucking Charmin comes in. Charmin.
It's like someone was telling me, like, bro, you know what's hell embarrassing? Bro? It's like when you slap in the dope ass song, it's like you pull up to the stoplight and some chicks look at you, motherfucker, and then a fucking ad pops up for like
Oh,
fucking
shit, this
Windex or
motherfucker-
some shit. Like you're like, you turn it down and you just waiting for just skip the ad. Like,
Yeah.
motherfucking hurry up,
And
hurry
the
up.
light taking forever.
But then it's
bro.
one of those ads that goes to another
can't
ad,
skip?
and then you can finally skip it. It's like, fuck.
But it's too long. By the time it passes by, it's already green. You're like,
See,
fuck.
that's why you strictly albums in the car, bro. Strictly
Yeah,
albums.
strictly
in the car.
albums, man.
But no, man. Even fucking SoundCloud playing that bullshit nowadays. You gotta pay for the premium on SoundCloud, bro. They
Oh,
give you
shit,
commercials.
SoundCloud too?
Yeah, they give you
Damn.
commercials.
SoundCloud had enough of y'all. SoundCloud
You
retired.
don't
y'all
get the money
motherfuckers.
one way. Or
So now the
another.
SoundCloud rappers are rappers, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah. Real
Now,
shit though.
so
for
now
real.
we can't call them SoundCloud rappers because now they're paying to like. That's dope.
Yeah, well, yeah, man.
What was your favorite song on the album?
They're all my babies, but I like Max Don't Sweat. I love Curry Wings. I love Killionaire, and I love I want to say the what's it called, Justice League. The outro.
Justice
Yeah.
League, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was just a real fun one, man. That
Yeah,
was
bro,
just
that-
like
Justice League and Max Don't Sweat. Trust me, that's my shit too. But as
Yeah.
me already hearing it
Yeah.
already, like
yeah.
like Curry Wings was one of those things like was so unexpected to me. I was like,
I remember Curry Wings is the one that like stood out, and then like I don't know if I can say like what my favorite is.
that's my vibe though. That's
The
my
beat-
vibe though.
The beat's just too like.
Yeah,
you cannot
it's
vibe
just
to
like-
it. You
Legend
just
where I'm from.
Bro, and then Joe P, I love how he started his verse too. It's just like,
I mean, I can't really-
who said I ain't him? Bitch, I been that nigga. Bro, that shit was fucking dope.
Hey, you know what's funny? Like Joe P had a very like just very different verse. Like I got very like whoa.
I
okay.
loved it. I
Like
loved
beat.
his
it was
verse.
it was no, his verse was so grimy because I don't know if it was because of
Bro.
like yeah nigga, like he was just very like he
Bro,
was just,
bro,
like,
it
he was
worked perfect.
aggressive.
It worked perfect.
He
That's what
was
I was saying. Like
aggressive.
everything, like every verse on this album, like worked perfect. Like it was just like, oh, that's exactly what needed to be there. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like everyone displayed their personality on their, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Archon, he displayed his personality going in on Egyptian linen. And then
Yeah.
you got, Mitchell Keith. Shout out
Yeah,
to Mitchell Keith. You
yeah.
got him 3 a.m. at Denny's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got like certain personality traits, you know? Young Savvy, you know? I probably still hustle hard, probably play the same bitch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You got Joe P's raw, gritty attitude in there, you know?
Yeah, there you go. Gritty attitude. That's what I'm saying. It was like
Yeah.
just grimy, just like he just
Yeah.
no fucks. Like he just,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come in and just tell you this shit like
Yeah.
raw.
So
to
man,
you,
so
like, you know.
big thanks to every single artist that's on this album. I'm
Y'all
glad that
did
they
y'all
reached
thing,
back
man,
to
for
me.
sure.
I'm glad that they fucked with me. They believed in me. They gave me
Yeah.
a chance. You know what I mean? Every single verse was did out of love, so I appreciate this.
Hey,
What-
would I sound like a narcissist for saying that my favorite track on the album is the one that I'm on?
Yeah.
I kinda
Yeah,
would.
but I mean, fuck it. I mean,
But
your
fuck
name
it.
is Skylar, so I
That's
mean,
what
why
I'm saying.
not?
If you're
Your
a
name
Skylar,
is Skylar. I
your
mean,
name is Skylar, so I mean.
He is Skylar. Today he is Skylar. This is something Skylar would
And
wear.
then another quick question. Another quick question for the next album. Can we see this same like amount of features? Will we see some similar features or?
something completely different. What's going
Yeah.
Couple similar, probably not as much features. This was kind of intended for the features. To be like, all right, look, I'm trying to get, Seaside Market is a market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of more available on the shelves in case you guys didn't know. And so that was that.
So your next album's gonna be more like a solo type album.
More me, trying to give more me, and then but eventually, as time goes on and it's time for the next project, it's time for new names. It's time like, all right, who else is out here? Who else is as hungry? Yeah, yeah. It's like, you know what I mean? Who else is on the same mode that I'm on?
Bro,
Right
this
now,
verse
yeah.
was crazy. I don't even know if I was like on crack when I did this.
on? Yeah, I thought you were.
I thought I was listening to a Tech 9 for like 2 seconds.
Damn, they're
Ya
yelling at
quieres,
you, fool.
Shoebox, ya quieres offensive, nigga?
Bro, I'm tired of being poor.
So
So to answer your question, I can't live the life I want on a
I
budget.
know, because you want a fan.
Because I
I
want a
heard
fucking
that.
Phantom, bro.
No.
But I got a question for y'all. Maybe towards this December, can we do a album of the year 831 version?
Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Ooh, I don't know.
Hey, but it's not gonna. Hey, but it's not gonna be fair because my album's gonna be on there.
Well, you know what I mean? That's why. You know what I mean? That-
I'm with it.
This is for y'all. You know what I mean? This is something for y'all to like.
I'm
you know what
with
I
it.
mean? I can't really say because obviously.
Hey,
but, you know what I mean?
we should probably block that off because that's probably gonna be an idea that's gonna be stolen.
Persian
No.
Right. This is another of my favorite ones on this one.
This beat
Steez.
Oh, bro,
is
this beat is so grimy.
stupid, bro.
Shout out to
What the
Katie the
fuck?
Stranger. I want to say he's from Russia,
I saw. I think he's like from Latvia or something like.
Some-
Yeah, somewhere out there. Yeah.
somewhere out there.
Dude, like
his,
bro,
his
again,
production-
you had Steez on the right. Like I was here too when he was recording this
Yeah,
verse.
yeah,
and
he
so
slipped
it
through
was
here.
Hey, and
it was dope
He has
in
an
here,
IG,
man.
huh? Because I got to get some beats for my album, and he goes hard. I'm gonna have to check him for some stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a legend. That's a legend
Yeah.
from the side. But yeah, appreciate everyone who's been playing it, sharing it, man. Y'all know how much it means to me, man. More work is on the way. Don't be thinking I'm going to be on another drought because that ain't the case no more. You know.
Hey, quick question though before we finish. Do you feel like this album has gotten like more traction than other ones like that you've dropped?
This is by far the most traction because I feel like I promoted this
Yeah.
with a good enough time. I mean, it was less than a month. I promoted it. I want to say I announced it August 3rd, and it dropped August 27th. And I already had people telling me like, "Yo, drop it already, drop it already, drop it already." So I can only imagine if I were to promote an album like 2 months ahead or 3 months ahead.
It's like when they're like 100 comments and I'll,
100 comments,
I'll drop it.
$100, and then I'll release one song.
Send me 1,000 and I'll drop it by tonight.
Yeah, for reals, for
Like,
reals.
nigga.
Like, send me 100 news, right? I got you.
Send me 100 news. So I send me your girlfriend's news and I do it. I'm like, babe,
Well,
can we?
and then sometimes does it annoy you like if you get people that ask you to like drop shit before like when it's supposed to drop?
I had a couple people, but you know, man. I mean, even if I wanted to, I couldn't just because the way
Yeah.
I use the distribution I use, it wouldn't let me.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
so, bro, I can't even do it if I wanted to. I mean, I can, if I wanted to, I could send people something. I'm like, nah, man, come on.
I mean, I could have hacked it. I could have leaked it if I wanted.
But also,
to,
I
you know
feel
what
like if you're really like a fan or like somebody that's trying to fuck with the music or a homie, you're gonna like be willing to wait because that's that excitement, you're
Yeah,
building
yeah.
up like I'm waiting for that drop,
West Side Gun was supposed to drop on August 21st, I think, or 20th, but he couldn't. It wasn't fully mixed and mastered. Jay was like, hey, man, give me another week. It's going to be ready. I had no problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean? It's Griselda, so.
I
take your
think,
time.
yeah, like you were saying, you have to be a fan of the music. So I still remember
be
like
patient,
waiting
yeah.
for certain albums to drop. Like I remember when Jacka was dropping the Tear Gas in the summer. Like I remember I was just like, fuck, can't wait for this album,
Yeah.
you know. Or when Burner was dropping, the weekend at Bernie's. Like there's like when you're a fan, you'll wait for certain
Yeah,
albums to
you're,
drop.
like, ready. You're like,
ready.
yeah.
You're like, oh, well, dude, I know he was working with him.
Like,
He was working
I
with
need this
him.
for the weekend. Like, I already have it planned.
Yeah,
Like, I got
dude.
the-
Like you know what I mean. Like,
Hey, but-
you know, like yeah.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, that's that, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate
Yeah,
you
that
guys.
shit is hard. Make sure you go cop that if you haven't yet. Give it a few thousand listens for the fam.
Yeah, man. enough of Seaside Market. You guys want to talk about other music that came out?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Should we go with the obvious? Should we start it off?
Donda.
Donda. Listen, man, I didn't hear the full thing. Only
What?
Fuck. What you mean? What, bro? That's 27 songs.
Bro, I'm
And
gonna
it
lie
dropped
to
like
you.
3
It's
days
almost
ago,
2
bro.
hours.
I haven't
And
heard
it dropped
not
like
one
3
song.
days ago. Have you been like not sleeping or what?
Oh, I mean,
I heard a
I
few
sleep.
songs. I heard a few songs that I like. So
yeah,
far,
I've heard it 3 times over already. Yeah.
Wait, who dropped this album again? Soldier Boy?
No, it's Kanye. It's Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
No, but Soulja Boy was the first to ever drop a gospel album. Don't get
Yeah.
it fucked up.
Don't
He
get
was the
fucked up.
first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I actually haven't heard it because I've been so busy this like weekend. But so it's a gospel album.
Nah, I mean, it's got. I mean, you got some gospel
Technically-
vibes.
Yeah, but nah.
It's more. It's Kanye, different.
The cuss words are out. They're blurred out though. You don't have an option.
So it's just like an edited version. That's it.
Yeah. But it gives you gospel vibes, but it's not like
Completely gospel, like
Yeah.
choir singing.
the shit's hard. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
bro. This
Yeah,
shit slaps.
The one with Jay-Z obviously is one of my favorites. I mean, the beat's pretty simple, but I like the beat. It just sounds really nice.
Does it sound like some like old Kanye shit or like some new shit that's different?
This is he's in his different bag.
In a way.
I mean, I didn't get no soul samples. I mean, at least I didn't think I heard any soul samples.
Bro, the
Nah.
last Kanye song that like I hella liked, even though like I'm not usually into that type of shit, was the one where he performed it like at the MTV Awards or some shit where he's all like,
Oh, you talking about like his old school shit?
Yeah.
That's yeah. We're not gonna get
Dude,
that.
I haven't heard Kanye song in hella long. Like, I'll be honest, I won't.
I like the one with what's his name, Weekend. The one with Weekend was dope.
No, heaven or hell or heaven and hell. I don't know,
yeah.
but that's my shit.
That one's dope.
Off the grid, Fabio went crazy. Kanye hit the Fabio fucking flow too. Went crazy
Hey,
on that shit
man,
too.
Griselda was in the motherfucking Donda
and
album
let
too.
me say that.
What'd you think of that track?
he had a
Hard
they
as
had a
fuck,
track
too.
on there.
Yeah, bro. He had Westside and Conway on the
Yep.
track.
What was the name of the track?
I
Scroll
forgot.
down
What's
a
called.
little bit.
I mean, he doesn't have the features written in
No, I
there.
know, but I can tell it's called.
What's it called?
It's either Pure Soul or Come to Life.
Something like that. But yeah, man, that shit. Haven't heard all of it, but the,
it's
song,
just
the,
hard,
the
bro.
songs that I heard so far was pretty cool. There's a couple where I'm like, not for me, because there's like a rapper with a squealy voice. He was
Here's the-
squeaking a lot, and I was like, nah, squeaking.
That's the thing. Here's the
Squeaking's
thing.
not for me.
My only skips and even like with the Fabio song that I like, Cardi or Playboy Cardi. I'm not a fan. I'm not hating either
Nah.
of it, but it's just not for me.
too much autotune,
And the
too much
little- the little
squeaks.
I
Yeah.
can't do it, bruh. But
can't
he
take it
didn't
serious.
ruin the song on the Fabio shit, but there's another song with him on there, and that's the only skip for me, bruh. Out of 27 songs, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, besides the intro, because you know.
Well, yeah, skip the
done,
intro.
done, like,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because they mentioned that was the final heart. That was the chant. The chant's the final heartbeat rate of Kanye's mom passing away.
Yeah, you brought that up before we
Yeah.
started recording,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, well, that hit a little different because what I heard too is like when you were watching the show, like when you were watching it live, and you would hear Donda, obviously you're watching it live, like there's pictures of Kanye growing up with his mom, and they would flash every
Yeah.
single heart, because you were mentioning it was the heartbeat, right?
So it
like,
kind of
it
had that
was-
same rhythm, huh?
Every
Of the heart-
heartbeat, there would be a new picture. It's like, all right, you're kind of just flashing back into Yeah, I
it's
mean,
pretty
your
deep.
last-
It's pretty deep.
memories.
Yeah. Do you think this is the one for Kanye? Do you think this is the peace out, y'all? This was for my mom who I loved so much. 27 songs, got mad legends and fucking great artists on there. Boom, this is it, guys.
Nah, I think it's
I'm
gonna
feeling
be.
bad for not
because if you're
listening
gonna
to
go out, this album was like, yo, I'm going out, you know?
Yeah,
I'm going out. Like he could never make music again, but yo, that was like a goodbye album, you know?
Bro, this is my. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is my shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But no, I don't think so. In a way, like yo, this is an album. I named it after my mom. It's gonna do great, and he's gonna be happy with it. But I feel like a Throne #2 is coming out.
I'll throw number 2. Okay. Yeah, that's different. That's different.
You know what I mean? Maybe his last solo album, yeah.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
meant.
mean-
Kind of like Jay-Z's 444 is like, damn, that's like the perfect
Boom.
goodbye.
Closing the chapter. It
I'm
is
closing
what it
the
is.
chapter. This is the final chapter.
But I'm gonna appear in. I'm gonna appear in this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a Throne 2. I mean, hopefully,
Hopefully,
maybe
man.
if Kanye don't start getting a little too crazy
Listen, man,
again. You know what I mean? But
Listen, man, Hova and Jesus.
yeah,
It's like
Moses and Jesus.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh,
Who
man.
else, man? Who else? Fucking West Side Gun. Hitler Wears Hermes 8. That shit's amazing.
That's 8 projects.
That's a series of a project. Make sure y'all go check it out. He's also releasing a double album similar to Kanye, but he just released side A. Next week is gonna be side B. So I like how he did that. I'm pretty sure he probably since he was featured in Kanye's album, he probably knew, oh shit, Kanye's about to drop a double album. I planned dropping a double album, so he probably thought like, let me put my
Let me
shit
get
out
on that,
differently.
yeah.
Let me do differently. Let me put side A and a side B. So I think that was a very smart move from West Side. He has a lot of dope features on it. He got a lot of Stove God cooks, which
The fuck what?
bro, like a lot of people kind of felt like this was a Stove God album just because of how many times he had Stove God on here, but I fucking loved it. He got Mac Hami, got Boldy James, who he just signed to the label. He got Conway Benny. He got Lil Wayne on the track. I love that track. Fucking Lil Wayne goes off. Yeah, that was a very good album. Let's see. S. Dot, he released a Hot Night in August.
Shout out S. Dot.
Shout out to S. Dot. He got Mando, C Guap on there. Oh, Currency dropped the album. That's right. It's called The Highest in Charge, right? I haven't even gotten to it, bro.
I haven't gotten to that either.
Damn, bro.
Bro, hella music
Come on,
been
man. You got a Jet
dropping,
Life
man,
chain.
No, trust me, it's still Jet Life. Come on, bro.
Hey,
Come
Jet
on.
Life to your next life, right?
To the next night, bro. But it's just so much fucking music, so hard to fucking keep up, bro. It's so fucking hard to keep up. And me, I'm not the type of person to go ahead and just listen to one track one time and be like, yo, this. I'm either gonna toss it or not. Like I gotta go back to it.
Yeah, and there's certain albums where you just gotta keep digesting and digesting.
Yeah, bro.
keep
Sometimes you be
listening to it.
catching shit though that you be like missing, like when you listen to it like a second, third time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then there's certain rhythms or certain parts of the beat. You're like, oh wait, I didn't feel this type of groove. I didn't feel this vibe of the song. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like sometimes the vibes hit you later.
Let me
And then
ask-
not just the bars, but sometimes even the vibes. Like, oh shit, like.
Can I
shit's
ask
funky.
y'all something? Like, what do y'all do when you guys get tired of y'all playlist? When you guys get tired of just like, I'm sick of this music. I'm sick of these songs that I just kind of been playing over
Yeah.
and over. Everybody gets in those moods like, I'm kind of just over this shit, right? And either like,
But it's
either
hard to get out of
myself-
that routine.
right? Like either like I go to a completely different fucking genre and I just dive into that, or I just don't listen to music anymore. So like, I mean, what the
Throw a
fuck?
podcast on.
I'm there with you. There's days where I'm not even just saying it just because you said it. There's days where I don't even listen to no rap, no music. I just have the AC going on, and I just think
Just
on my way.
Silent. You're a
Silence.
You're a
psychopath.
fucking
Yeah,
psycho,
yeah.
bro.
I had people.
Yeah,
I've had people.
Yeah.
No, I had people that told me like, bro, like you won't even play like at least like a like,
talk radio,
like
no
you know what I
nothing?
mean. I was like, and well, it's funny because before I would like put like you know like the very slow meditational music on my way, like you know driving somewhere, and now there's to
This
the
guy
point
figured
where
out
there's
life.
days where I get in the car and I'm just like. I don't want to hear a motherfucker talk about who he shot and or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and yeah, like you were saying, we could change the genre, which I've done before, where I'll listen to like Sabrina Claudio. She a really good,
Some rock
singer
shit,
and shit. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, but there's days where I just want silence in the car, bro. Like I don't want to hear nothing. There's days I don't even want to hear the AC, but I need the AC out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But like literally, I'll drive and it's just silence and it's just me thinking and observing. I'm like passing, watching all these billboards and like. Passing the bridge and everything, and I'm just like in think mode, like always trying to, I don't know, think of something good, if that makes sense. I don't
You're
know.
like trying to find new ideas, new like sparks and shit.
Yeah. And
I
I
feel
write
you.
my ideas down too, just so like I don't go crazy and forget about it. Because I used to be like, oh fuck, I should have, and I'm like, and I forget,
I don't think I have that problem. Like I do reach sometimes where like I'd be like listening like to the same shit, and then I'm kind of like, oh, I want to listen to something new. But I listen to enough genres and music and like all kinds of shit that I can just alternate. Like if I get tired of it, I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to some corridos for a while. Listen to that shit. Or then I'm gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to some rock for a while. I'm gonna listen to jazz for a while. I'm gonna go listen to some oldies for a minute, you know. So like it's like I have like a variety everywhere. So it's like even if I feel like I'm running out of shit, I always have something new to like go to, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty much hip hop or die, and then R&B.
You ever get in a rock mode, Biggs?
I did get recently into rock mode when the wrestler CM Punk came back. His song, he has a song by what's the band called? Live Color, Cult of Personality. That's a dope ass rock song, and I was bumping that shit.
But
bro.
but it took wrestling for you to get into rock though, pretty much.
So
Like
I
technically?
mean, different things inspire. You know, like I was watching the Wu-Tang show, and then it got me inspired to fucking bump some Wu-Tang. Or you
Hey,
know,
that just reminded me to keep it real. What did get me into rock was WWE, especially
For real? You
especially
too?
dude, especially when Edge would come out. What was that song? Everything is
yeah.
come to life. I was just thinking
So
about
you
his
think you know
spear,
me.
dude.
So you
that
think
song
you-
would like be so motivational. Like
Bro.
I'd be like in the shower. I'm like everything.
bro,
is
WWE got some
come to-"
slap, bro.
Like,
Some of them theme songs some slaps.
Like-
Jeff Hardy's "No More Words."
Hey, didn't Eddie Guerrero have like a rap back in the day?
Yeah, he did. Like, cheat,
Yeah.
steal. And it was like, had some like dope ass rock to
Yeah.
it. That shit was a slap.
Yeah.
No, bro, the WWE's had some fire, bro.
It's just something about like their rock songs when they come out and like their fight like style is
It
just
brings that energy because
Yeah.
it's their entrance is like, I'm here, and then everyone's making noise, lights are flashing, power's going down. So, and that song is always playing every time they come
Yeah.
out. So when you hear that song outside of it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, you kind of get that same like, oh, the energy, the fucking eyes is on them.
like the Edge one or the RVD rock one.
Oh,
Like there
yeah.
are certain ones I'm like, like you know, I don't know, it's weird, but
Yeah, because you
Even
get hyped,
Batista-
because you get hyped.
Batista came out to a hard ass
Yeah.
rock song
Yeah,
too, bro.
yeah, he came out. Hey, John Cena, bro, he went in every time.
Word life. Remember?
No, yeah.
oh, that was when he was in his early.
that was way
that was
early.
early 2000 SmackDown shit. Yeah.
I brush your mouth like Colgate.
I got real nerdy with it.
Yeah. No, and then and then Booker T had his unique one, like, can you
Oh.
dig it?
Sucker.
And
Dude, that
then-
was a hyphy ass beat. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
And don't forget how racist WWF was, bro.
It was Aces.
Yeah, that shit was hard. But yeah, just different things inspired me to listen to different stuff. Like sometimes I'll be in my R&B bag. Sometimes I'll be in my rock. Like I go back. Man, I want to listen to some Rakim. I want to listen to some Coogee rap. I want to know how the 80s was like. I want to hear the 80s quality. I want to hear some Cannabis. I want to hear some LL Cool J.
Have you guys gone back to like any like podcasts that you guys used to listen to, or do you guys still listen to any,
I'm still listening to the same ones. Joe Budden.
any new ones?
Rory
Back
and
to
Mal.
new shit, no. I've gone back to different. Let me tell you this. I usually go, like listen to like French rap,
Oh shit.
and when it goes to like shit like that, I go
Bro.
based off like flow and based off beat. And if I fuck with it, then I go and translate.
Bro, French rap is fucking hard. I listen
gotta-
to some of it.
Then I translate the shit, and I gotta try to follow bar for bar, and it's so hard. But once you really follow bar for bar, and it's only because I fuck with the flow, and the flow goes so hard. So that's what like I think when it comes to me, like music is more flow and beat. When it comes to like I get you spit bars, you know what I mean? But the flow and the beat really makes it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like I said, there's days that we're silence. There's days where like, you know what, I'll listen to a little bit of this podcast right here, especially if it's like something unique that I'm trying to hear. And then there's days where I got the hip hop playing, I got the music playing, and
Y'all ever go back to like some Spanish shit? Like like this is what my mom used to blast when she was cleaning up.
nah, I'll keep it real.
I do something.
Sorry, mom, you ain't got slaps like that.
But you do though. You tripping, bruh.
I do,
You
but
gotta
my
go
mom-
back.
look,
You
my-
really gotta go.
No,
and just,
I'll be real. My
Yeah.
mom was like already growing up. My mom was already a lot into like Christian like
Oh, she
church
was very
music.
gospel.
So it was
Okay.
there, yeah, and I'll
Okay,
be real.
nah.
I still keep it a little gospel to this day. There's a day where I have to listen to some type of like you're okay, my son. Like keep moving forward. God is
Yeah.
with you, type of shit.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
shout out
So,
Mo3.
so I still I'll
I was listening to
like,
Joe Budden's music, bro.
no, but I'm serious. Like there's
Black
days
Cloud.
there's days where I have to like go on YouTube and just find some shit where like it's just talking about faith and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
you
gotta
think,
listen to that
yeah,
change.
like you think you're struggling, but trust me, you're not struggling. I got you here for a reason. Like I'm not. I haven't left your side. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like that. I mean, I know I'm going a little too deep with that, but like there's days we need to know that
No,
we're
everybody's
not,
got
we're not alone. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, everyone's got
true.
the way to battle demons and shit. So I'm never gonna be like the type of person to like ever discredit somebody else. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you know, this is what I need. You know, this is what I believe. You know, it helps me. You know, like
Yeah.
it
forward
free,
live.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Hell yeah.
frees
You
my
know?
Keeps me
mind,
alive.
yeah.
Point blank.
No,
keeps me
straight
alive.
up.
All I'm saying is, yo, my mom ain't never cleaned the crib to gasolina, but my aunties definitely cleaned the crib to gasolina. Is all I'm saying, bro.
Gasolina, make
Bro,
you
I
get
did
that
to
shit
answer your
done.
question. I do, but only because I grew up.
You clean the
this day?
gasolina? You be cleaning the gasolina, huh? Fucking towel wrapped around his head and
Cue the
shit.
song, hit it.
Hey, bro, hey, he got the towel wrapped
I
around
think
his
YouTube's
head.
about to flag us if we play
No,
Gasolina.
but I do be playing like all the oldies that like my parents used to play and shit because I grew up on them, like listening to them and shit. So to me, it's like, you know, I need kind of sometimes that vibe, you know, like, oh, you know, I got to listen to this again, you know, catch some shit that I didn't catch before, you know, whatever the case.
Sometimes there'll definitely be songs where I'm just have that shit on repeat selfishly, like no
Yeah.
shame, no shame. Like I done got pretty lit driving away home. I feel like listen to this song
Hey,
and this
speaking
song
of-
only,
Yeah.
and
speaking
it's
of
on
which-
repeat the whole fucking time.
Hey,
It's probably only 2 minutes too. That's the thing, bro.
Hey, speaking of which, now that you brought up that like a good question, what's the most you guys have ever replayed one song like straight?
Probably like 50 times. If it's because most songs that I replay that many times, they're either under 2 minutes. So I'm going back and going back and going back.
But
and going
50,
back.
that's hella. Like
I
you
know,
reach
that's a
50
lot.
because that's like an. Even
If
if it's
you
2
replay
minutes,
the
if it's 2
song
minutes,
10
that's like
times,
2
it's
hours.
always-
I would say
maybe
no.
50 is
I
exaggerated.
would say
Yeah.
maybe 50. Yeah, to not over exaggerate, I want to say maybe 15 times in a day
Yeah.
is the most. Like, there's been specific
Is
songs.
that
where
tweak mode?
I
Like, are
just
you
keep
tweaking?
playing. Boom,
Are you
boom,
fucking tweaking if you
boom.
play a song 15 times in one day? The same song? Are you tweaking?
I don't think so.
You're not tweaking?
Nah.
Or we might be. I don't know if that's. Then I'm definitely tweaking. 'Cause I've
I
definitely
think
played the same
mine's
song
maybe
15 times in one day.
I think mine's maybe like 7 or 8 because I feel like if I play it too much, like I'll get tired of it, and then I'll get
Well,
like.
well, that's what you got to do when you
No,
like a
but-
song so much.
You gotta
just
tire
gotta
yourself
keep
out.
playing. You got to fucking
Yeah,
That's my
I know.
run the
mentality.
gas out, bro.
Same
Yeah.
here.
But that's why I don't do that because I like to enjoy it. So I'm like, I'll listen to it like a few times, but then I'll
Pussy.
switch it so that I can come back to it. You know. So I could
Dude,
be-
I was bumping that cult of personality like all fucking day. The cult of personality. Dun, 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 you know?
Bro,
Yeah, it
that
was a
shit
rock
goes
song,
so
yeah.
hard though.
And fucking what song? Drake's "Hold On, We're Going Home." I had that
Just
shit on
hold
repeat, bro.
we're going home.
That shit hit different in the whip when you lit, man.
Yeah, but with the windows up, definitely.
bro,
the
no,
Hey,
with the
hey,
windows windows down, it's
No
nighttime.
way. Hey, bro,
hey,
you lit
speaking
as
of
fuck.
which-
You got
No
that
way.
shit on fucking 40, bro.
Hey, now that you brought that up, speaking of which, tell me why. And I say this as somebody that like I like Drake, but I don't listen to him like heavy.
Same.
Like I was never a big fan. But why is it that when I'm high as fuck in the whip, I gotta fucking blast his shit, bro? Like that shit's
shit
hard
hit
as
Drake
fuck.
makes slaps, bro. Drake makes some slaps.
Like, I just be in the
I'll
whip.
keep it $100 right now. You give $1 million on the table, so me to name 5 Drake songs, I can't.
For real?
I don't listen. I only
Hey,
listen.
but I could slap.
I listen to
I
Drake.
could slap a whole playlist of Drake, and I guarantee you'll fuck with it.
No, yeah, most likely, yeah. I don't know. The only times I've listened to Drake is when people around me are playing him. So I know the songs from people around me. Like the times I've been to Vegas, I hear like all the Drake shit, and apparently all that shit is old. When I forgot what other song someone was playing, and they kept playing it like
Yeah,
in
well,
the
it just depends if you're
restaurant. Like
yeah, it just depends if you're really
I feel
interested.
it's just weird because I feel like I listen to him without listening to him because I don't
Yeah,
have his shit on my
exactly,
phone.
exactly.
But like his songs get played so much that I listen to
Right,
him. If
right.
that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's not that I don't listen
yeah,
to him.
It's gone to a point where like I don't listen to a certain artist because I know I'm gonna hear them regardless if I don't even go look for them.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gonna play them. So like,
But
why
I
do I
feel
need
like
to?
I do that only with like the artists that are like mainstream, but that are like not like the ones that are gonna last mainstream. You know, the ones that are kind of just like the new thing.
Yeah.
That come and go. Like with those artists, like I feel like
Yeah.
I don't need to listen to them
Yeah.
because people are gonna play them and I'm gonna hear them and they're gonna be gone like soon anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, people like Wayne, Drake, you know,
Kanye.
Kanye, you know, like
Those are the ones right there.
you have to listen to them because they're gonna be putting out good shit anyway.
they're
No,
legends.
like you
Yeah.
said, like even if you don't want to listen to him, you're gonna hear this shit somewhere or the other because someone around me is gonna play it.
Yeah.
Like, but to me, the last like Drake big song, well, to me personally, was the started from the bottom. Now we hear it, but apparently that song is hella old. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that song's
But that
old,
was
yeah.
like that to me was like when that shit came out, it was
It was like
okay.
in high school.
Yeah, you know. But like I said, like I won't pay attention to them, but I'll just end up hearing them because in the car someone's gonna be playing their song, or I'm walking and I hear it playing. You know, I go to a restaurant, it's playing.
But it's
like-
crazy, bro, because there's just some people like that, you know, that got that like music vibe that even if like you don't really like fuck with them all the time, like there's moments where you have to play their shit. Like you have to fuck with that shit. Like that's the vibe, you know. It's like
Yeah.
Hey, can we pull up Drake's cover for his album? I don't know if y'all seen this yet.
Is this
haven't
the
even
official cover? Because
This is what they're
the
saying.
wackest cover I've ever seen in my
Thank
life, bro.
you.
The wackest shit.
and he's supposed to be dropping soon too, right?
Right there, the emojis.
All the emojis. They're not posting.
Go back.
It was
Right
that
there,
one.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, bro. Supposedly it was like a legit artist who decided to come up with this, and then people in the comments were just like, "Bro, fire that motherfucker."
Oh, fire Apple,
This,
pretty
bro,
much. 'cause
if this is really the
that's who
album cover,
artist-
this is the wackest album cover like ever, bro. And there's been some whack ones.
Listen,
Oh, really?
Kanye's,
Wait.
Kanye's all black cover kind of made sense.
I fuck with it.
Wait, this is really his
Honestly.
album cover for that?
That's what people are saying.
That's what
This
they're
is
saying, but I mean, it's not
This is what
confirmed.
was
Yeah.
posted.
It's not gonna be the album cover though. But if it is, that's just nasty as fuck.
That's
I
just
don't
very
even want
lack-
to open my phone to skip a song to just see that shit on my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But get this. People saying no, there's a plan to it because remember, Drake announced his album that was actually 9 months ago, and so that's why all those chicks are pregnant. And so like certified lover boy is baby making music, so that's
Hey.
why there's all
And
pregnant.
it's
chicks.
gonna have 12 tracks, and each track is gonna be about each one of these.
What's
hoes,
that?
or what?
What's the album called?
Oh, you
What's-
guys are really getting into
certified
it.
lover boy.
That's what the album's called, Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. All right, now you guys are digging deeper. Okay.
But I'm saying like people will like make anything. You know what I
And
mean?
then
mean
she's wearing a
something.
green shirt, which you know, on his third date he wore green, which means no, I'm just kidding.
Which means that was an Hermes jacket. Type shit, like-
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if Kanye could put out an album with the cover just being all black, I mean, he released Yeezus, which it was just a CD with a fucking piece of red tape on the side. So if he could make people listen to his music without any like really, I don't know, I don't want to discredit it, but be like lackluster covers.
Bro,
Then
honestly, I think
people are
Drake,
gonna listen to
I think
Drake.
Drake is big enough to where even if this was the cover, like there's still gonna be
Yeah.
people like listening to it. I personally probably am gonna wait because I'm like,
Give it a moment.
yeah, I'm like, you know, I don't gotta like be on the hype and shit, but
I mean, because for me, it's just like a cover is another opportunity for you to get creative and be, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's my complaint. They're just like
It's too easy.
Yeah, because covers is an opportunity for you to, you know what I mean? Give an artist a shot or do something yourself.
Right now, we can go on our phone and literally do the same cover right now.
We could do that.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, my
Screenshot,
cover,
boom.
my cover for Seaside Market is me taking a picture through my car window. That was the cover right there.
No, but I mean, like, literally, we can just go ahead and type in
Yeah.
every single emoji and just screenshot it. Like, all right, there you go. Just
Boom.
send that in. Like,
Fucking
Really?
white out
Come
the
on, bro.
fucking background and that's it. But anyways, I think we got to wrap it up.
I would have preferred if we got like 12 bitches pregnant at the same time. That would have been crazy.
like all,
Like
all
the
in
games
same,
cover?
all in the same room, all in the same room.
Game did that already.
Oh, they're all
God
featured.
damn.
They're all featured on the song.
Hey, what if that's what it was? Each one of these chicks is a feature.
He takes every one of them to a different like baseball stadium. They all got different jerseys.
That'd be tight.
Hey, Joe, did y'all see Drake at the baseball game like, with a dinner table or what?
I saw his date.
You saw his date?
Saw his date.
No.
You was sitting next to her?
So I wish.
Well,
He
he was
had
at
the arm around?
He was at the A's and Giants
Yeah.
game.
No, I'm saying no,
Oh.
because there's I think he like rented out like the whole stadium to take this one lady on a date, like on the
real?
baseball field, like dinner table, fancy dinner table, and all that, like on the whole baseball stadium. That's
That's what's
that's
up.
sauce. That's sauce.
That's what's up.
That's sauce right there. But yeah, we gotta wrap it up, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Keep tuning in. More guests this coming month in September. Man, we're pretty busy. We got some really dope you know what I mean, creative people, man. Just creators. So stay in tune for that. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Seaway.
And until then, man, y'all stay blessed. One love.
Peace.
Slide through.
Slide
Yes,
through, y'all.
sir.